Sarah Freeman here, founder and CEO of Kids Arthritis, with Arthur the Kids Arthritis Fair. Once again, thank you to you for taking the time out to learn a little bit more about the child or children that you might be caring for in the school or within the community. Now, what is a student's view of going to school and living with juvenile arthritis? Well, I'll take it from 2 points of view. I'll take it from the view of the children that we support and what they have told me. And then I'll take it from the point of view of me going to school when I lived with juvenile arthritis. Right, firstly, their view. They don't like school. Not for the reasons that many children don't like school. They just don't like school because they might not feel supported at school. And that includes by you. Possibly, hard-hitting truth, might be because of you. They also don't like it because they're in pain, and so they're not going to get the care that they might need. They also might feel isolated, discriminated against, so they might be bullied at school and they might not want to tell anybody about it, including their family. And the last one is that they're away from their little safe bubble. They might have a little safe bubble at home with their family or with their carers, where they know that if they're in pain, they can lay on the couch, heat up a heat pack, and just lay there until the pain gets a little bit better, if it gets better. They're also might be outside of that bubble where they know that they can go to a parent or a carer and say, you know what, I just really need some help right now to do this writing because my wrist or my fingers really hurt from this writing or this typing on the computer all the time. Or they might be going, I feel really, really tired because of the medication that I'm on. Very common thing that happens from a student's point of view as to why they might not want to go to school. And then they get to school and then you've just got this whole different world that you have to process. You're out of your bubble. You don't have those normal supports around you that you would have at home. So you might be feeling a bit scared or worried. The children often feel, especially if they don't feel comfortable to share their diagnosis of juvenile arthritis with other people there at the school. And if that is the case, it just makes everything so much worse. And that is what Kids Arthritis do. We support them so that they will want to tell other people. Many children might just tell a handful of people at school. So you, a teacher, might know, maybe the principal might know, and maybe like 3 or 2 of their friends might know. You know, it's uncommon that like everybody in their year level or in their class would know. And if that is the case with the student that you have in your care or other students, like, well done. Well done at creating such a safe and comforting and welcoming environment that they feel that way within the school. Right, and then there's my view, right, of going to school. Very similar to their view. Very, very similar. I wouldn't want to go to school because I was in pain, because other students bullied me. Teachers would treat me differently. If everyone had to sit on the ground, they'd just put me on a chair, and so then there I would be on a chair while everybody else was sitting on the ground, just like, hello, look at me. You know, I understand that within the school community and environment, there are many children with many different needs, many different needs in a classroom. So it can be tricky sometimes to just work out what everybody needs, and I want to just pause and say, keep doing what you are doing and keep learning and keep being who you are, because there's no one else out there that is like you, who is caring for this child at school or in the community as a teacher or a carer or whatever capacity that you might be in this child's life within the school community. So the best things I found were teachers that actually listened to me. So when I said, you know what, I actually want to sit on the ground today, they wouldn't say, no, you got to sit on a chair, because some teachers would do that to me. They'd just be like, oh, but you always sit on a chair, so just sit on a chair. Or I'd say, I don't want to sit this close to the whiteboard today because I can see a little bit better because I'm, was losing my vision. They'd be like, no, but this is where you always sit. You know, like it's creating an environment that is safe and that they feel that they can talk to you. That is probably my biggest advice, is you are there as their companion, their teacher, somebody that they respect and that they'll remember. for good reasons, I'm sure. And you need to be their person that they can turn to and that they know that is safe and supportive to be able to share about what they're really going through and what they're really feeling. But if they don't want to, then don't be like, oh, well, whatever. No, still continue to be there, because eventually they will want to open up and they will want to know more about it. And they'll want to share more with you about everything. And by watching these videos, it also shows them that you actually care about them and that you actually want to help them. And so well done to you for taking the time again to be able to do it.